G'day, that slot car guy here. So another day, another delivery, and today is another F1 special. I did one during the week. Luckily, this eBay purchase turned up today, so I can share it. Very old school. It is F1s in celebration of this weekend. So let's check out my latest eBay F1 purchase. Welcome back, and as I said, F1s is on this weekend, so I cannot wait. Huge F1 fan. The delivery turned up today, which is really good because I did do an F1 video during the week, and something in that video I said I wanted a boxed version of. And let's have a quick look. It is the Scalextric C134 Alf Renault RS01. So extremely happy to have this beauty. And yes, it's a plastic fantastic, but I'm happy with that in my collection. So yep, it was an eBay purchase. The casing's a bit old, but come on, it's in its original container, let's call it. So let's zoom in. Let's have a look at an F1 car from the 80s by Scalextric. So here it is in its very retro container. This looks like an old sandwich holder. Now, I am showing my age a bit here, but I remember you used to be able to get sandwiches in these plastic, weird looking boxes. That's what I think this looks like. But anyways, inside this is a beautiful old school Renault F1 car. So let's take a quick tour around. Again, it's a little bit foggy on the plastic. I'm happy with that. There's a little bit of yellowing, but not too much. It's very thick plastic. And around the back, there's not much other than the wicked retro Scalextric banner. So I do like that. I love that touch. Keep going around. And it says on my side here, not recommended for children under 36 months. 36 months. I'm a pet hate when it comes to months. Why don't you just say years? Let's say 3 years. 36 months. Anyways, let's crack it open. So I've already unhinged it because it is a bit fragile, and there it is. Now let's take it off its fancy sandwich base, and this little cardboard mold sits on top like so. So that's pretty cool. Obviously they reuse these for other models and they put in whatever cardboard template they want, so to save money, but I love that. That's good. These are normally missing, so I'm happy to have this. These are normally missing, or obviously it's just the car without this, so I'm very happy that this was with it. Big plus. So let's remove the sandwich case and let's move on to the car. Super excited. Yes, it's plastic. You know, I know it's old school. The tires are absolutely chewed out, but I don't care. I mean, this is definitely undrivable, but let's have a look at those tires. So it's an eBay special. It wasn't cheap, but I don't care. I really want to start collecting more of the vintage stuff. A nice big crack in the rear tire, but I can replace that. But overall, the body itself, nothing's broken. The stickers are still on there. Normally these fronts snap, you know, you have one left. So I'm pretty happy that that's still attached. The stickers are literally stickers, and I've spoken about the old school stuff before. A plastic painted engine, green helmet, very basic, but so cool. It is like a toy, but I tell you what, these still go very quick. Now let's flip it over. As always, inline motor. It's got the guide at the front, which you would hope so. I don't know if it runs magnets, but we'll find out. Rear wheel drive, but very basic, very flat. 4 screws to undo it, and you know what? That's what we're going to do. So let's take off the 4 screws and let's look inside this vintage beast. So here it is. We've taken the top from the bottom quite easily. 4 rusted out little screws, but you know, it's old school. And I did say in the intro I thought it was 80s or 90s. I believe it's 80s, but I don't Google this stuff because once I receive the cars, I just want to review them, so I get a little bit too excited. So apologies if I am wrong, tell me in the comments, but I believe it's the 80s. All right, let's look at the top. So we've got the Renault plastic mold. It's pretty much just a old school mold of a Formula 1 car. The engine's all part of the one mold. It's just been painted different color. I think it might, yeah, I think it is painted, not plastic dyed. And then also it looks like the Renault stuff has been sprayed on with maybe some template machines. Then the stickers are genuine stickers on it. They just stick on. Very simplistic underneath, you know, not much to it, but that's cool. Retro, we love retro. Now, let's look at the business end. So this pops off. The front axle, they, from the old eras, just rest in between two little C clips. So let's take a closer look at that. So the front axles pop out with like this separation guide in the center. So very old, but you know what? Again, very cool. Now, while I'm there, look at the thickness of this wire. That is very thin. You wouldn't see that on today's cars. So very thin, negative and positives. Inline motor, rear wheel drive, and as you can see, the rear axle can also pop out, and that is held in by those plastic little C-hubs, or whatever they call them, which goes into a little C clip. I don't know what they're actually called. Let's make that up together. So rear wheel drive. Now let's stick to the rear, and that rear spoiler does pop out. Now, although I love my old stuff, I don't want to take the risk and pop that out and break it, but trust me, it literally pushes in, push press, and that's where the little T-bar sits in. So very old, very thin, not much to it, but they do go very well for the older cars. Again, rear wheel drive, this will sit back in there once the top's on top. The tyres are absolutely knackered. Oh, these are cracked, will need to be replaced. I know this when I'm buying the older stuff, but that's just how they come. You know, bad weather, old school, etc. But very, very cool. Super excited for this week's Formula One. Cannot wait. Danny Ricciardo, mate, you're not in Renault anymore, so I bought it anyways. Hopefully McLaren does better. I'm at that slotcar guy on Instagram, so please give me a like. Come visit my page. I take some beautiful photos of these cars. And this was an eBay purchase, so I can't give a shout out to anyone, but if you are collecting, grab the old stuff, grab some different stuff. This stuff is cool. Although I can't use the bloody thing, it's cool. So take care. Cheers from Melbourne, Australia. Quick unboxing, quick reveal. Take care. Bye.